Good morning. Today is the 7th of June 2025 and it is travel day and we are travelling to Annapolis, USA. This is a very spontaneous trip. We literally booked it about a month ago, which is quite different for us. We're normally the people that are planning holidays a year in advance. Today we are driving from the north of England all the way down to London Heathrow, where we are flying from Terminal 3 with Virgin Atlantic economy class to JFK, New York. Following that, we'll be taking the train network from New York to BWI, Baltimore, as our end destination is Annapolis. We'll be renting a car from Baltimore Airport to get to our hotel, which is the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, which we booked from lastminute.com. So we've packed our bags, everything's down in the car. Let's go. Well, we're at our second service stop of the journey and nothing is open. It is 4 in the morning, but we are starving because we've been up for hours. On our third and final stop, we had breakfast and then were unfortunately stuck in traffic, but then eventually made it to Terminal 3. Check-in and security went smoothly and very quickly, and then we headed off to duty free. In regards to parking, we had booked meet and greet parking Terminal 3, which was £148.40 for the duration of our trip. However, when we arrived, the emergency services had closed the short stay parking, which gives you access to the meet and greet parking. So we actually ended up leaving our car with valet parking and just left it with them. Luckily, when we came back, it was in the meet and greet parking area, but it did change the trip slightly because we didn't know where to park. There was lots of staff around though to offer help and answer questions, which was good, as we were slightly confused, but once they took the car, everything was fine. We got ourselves a meal deal for the flight and then did some designer browsing, which we really enjoyed. Let's look at the designer goods.
Yeah.
Gucci had some incredible pieces in and I really loved this bag. I could have taken that home with me in a second. Look at the luggage. Isn't it stunning? Wow, look at the bags. There were some absolutely beautiful bags in Chanel, and then we went from Chanel to Fendi, where we received some amazing customer service. We were shown a cabin size suitcase, and it was a partnership between Fendi and Rimowa, and it was £2,550. Now we're heading over to Dior, see what they've got in. Look at this nice suitcase. And it's a Rimowa one. How much is that? 3,300.
Every year we will collab with Rimowa.
Oh wow.
You have two metal frame cover.
Yeah.
So like sometimes if you wear a suit or something smart, if you get crinkle easily, you can fold it with the bolt. And this one is limited color. We call it cloud blue. It's only for a season.
After being shown another beautiful suitcase, the Dior and Rimowa carry-on, I was then shown some handbags. The customer service in Dior was exceptional. They really went above and beyond. Once we were done exploring the airport, we went to our number 1 lounge reservation, which was at 10 a.m, which I booked using Priority Pass. It was complimentary for being an American Express Platinum holder. The lounge had a full bar and a limited food selection with great views of the planes. It was a nice place to sit and relax before the flight, and the airport was fairly busy. We're on our way to the gate. They have called the flight and it's boarding. Getting on the plane. We made it to row 48 where our seats were located. The seat came with a pillow, a blanket and headphones if required. I took my own, but they were there. There was also a USB port for charging any of your devices. We're preparing for takeoff.
Today, you're no doubt keen to lose yourself in our dazzling world of entertainment. But first we're going to show you a safety film, and we'd like you to give it your full attention.
First we got some smokehouse barbecue crunchy corn nibbles and a drink to start, and then for our main meal we had pre-ordered online before the flight the marinated chicken breast in sun-blush tomato cream sauce, which came with a salad, crackers and cheese, a bread roll and then a chocolate pot. Even though we were in economy, I had lots of leg room because I'm quite short. However, Jason and Nathan, being over 6 foot, didn't have as much leg room as I had. We also had the afternoon tea, which came with 2 finger sandwiches, clotted cream, jam and a chocolate truffle, as well as a warm scone. There was a pretty good selection of entertainment on the flight and the screens were very responsive. Just landed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to JFK. Well, the local time here is just coming up to 3:25 in the afternoon.
Once we landed, when we got through customs, it took over an hour to get through. Our bags were literally waiting for us. They were not on the conveyor anymore. The plan was to get the air train and the Long Island Railroad to get into New York City. However, the air train was broken, so the options were to get a bus, a taxi, or a rideshare, and we ended up booking a Lyft, and it took us 56 minutes to get from JFK to Penn Station, and that was $173.44. We managed to find the correct platform for our train as it was extremely unclear when we were there. After a 5-hour journey down to Heathrow, 8 hours on a plane, an hour in the customs queue and an hour in a taxi, we then had a 3-hour train ride. Well, it took all day, but we finally made it to the train. Last leg of the trip, 3 hours to go. 1 more stop to go, and then we can get on. I'm ready to go to bed. So we've got to get the bus to the terminal. No, we've got to get the bus to the airport and then another bus to the rental car place. We got on the shuttle to the airport. It was a fairly quick journey, and from there we got on to the next shuttle to the Hertz rental place. Heading to the rental car shuttle. Following Jason and Nathan. That must be it. Shuttle stuff. Different companies on. We're using Hertz. Aren't we using Hertz? Yep. Let's pick up the car. And then we can finally drive to the hotel. The car rental place was extremely quiet as it was nearly midnight. Hey, we've gone to the Hertz desk and we are collecting the rental car. What have we got? Wow, it's huge. Put mine in.
I didn't realise it was in there. I'm going to grab your torch and have a quick around the outside.
You're checking for any imperfections, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are they letting us out?
Yeah, because we've got to scan something.
Because you're on the other side.
Let's see the steering wheel.
It's weird getting in over here.
Yeah, it's weird that I'm on the other side. It's weird sitting on the other side of the car. My spatial awareness is completely out of whack. Reminding myself to drive on the opposite side of the road is weird.
It's kind of got the spacing of the Range Rover.
Yeah, it does. I agree. Maybe we've had it a long license plate.
No. Well, we need to tell the hotel maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe we'll take a picture of it when we get there. It might be dark, so Nathan, you might need a torch again. Oh. We did it, we're out! I'm so excited to go to the hotel. I feel like all day's been leading up to this moment. You know, leading up to you driving.
Still feels really weird being over it.
You'll get used to it. It's your first time. Speed bump ahead.
The brakes are so sharp. There's like no buffer, it's just on.
Is that because it's not automatic?
Something or brake.
Yeah, I think it is a new car. Acceleration's nice as well.
We just went past a deer.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, there was a deer in this little pit thing in the right.
Oh my god. There's no one on the road.
I suppose now's as good as time as any to get used to it.
We checked into the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson. We got a 2-queen bed room for 5 nights, which was £653.33. A benefit of staying here is that it came with free breakfast and complimentary parking. After an extremely long travel day, we finally made it to our room. It was well after 1 o'clock. We were completely ready to crash and go to bed. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in another video. Bye!